Let's be real. Finding snacks and groceries we actually feel good about giving to our families is tough. But Thrive Market makes it easy. Thrive Market offers trusted, family-friendly brands with 100% non-GMO products. Plus, tools like their Healthy Swap Scanner help me find better junk-free alternatives like Poppy Soda, Simple Mills crackers, and lesser evil popcorn. And I can trust that Thrive Market has done the research for me. The best part, everything is delivered right to my door. Ready to start 2025 junk-free? Head to thrivemarket.com/pretty to get 30% off your first order, plus a free $60 gift. That's thrivemarket.com/pretty.
Don't come for me, pero no me acuerdo la última vez that I went to go see the doctor. I made my doctor appointment with ZocDoc porque it makes it so fácil to just book that appointment. ZocDoc is a free app and website, así que si eres como yo and you don't want to waste time and you just want things rapidito, ZocDoc is for you. So stop putting off those doctor appointments and visit ZocDoc.com/prettynot-smart to find and book top-rated doctors today. That's ZocDoc.com/prettynot-smart. ZocDoc.com/prettynot-smart.
Hi, you guys. Welcome back to another episode of Pretty Not Smart with your host, Yoatzi.
And Louie, a.k.a. the baddest perra.
We're back. Did you miss us? Because we missed you.
Ew.
Kardashians
A little audio.
of 2025.
Did you guys notice my dress? I literally feel like a princess.
I'm having a quince again.
I know, I'm like, it's because I'm
Wait,
cold.
look at how it looks all Little Mermaid.
I'm like, it's because I'm wearing shorts.
Ew,
Right.
peludas.
My legs are not peludas,
Wait, actually, yeah,
bitch.
you have like no hair.
It's because I got laser. All right, it's all sponsored. we
We're
cut
like,
into
shout
that.
out to.
No, I got laser.
Yeah, laser, I feel like is such a good investment.
Yes, I'm not a peluda anymore.
If you don't like hair, I feel like laser is your best friend.
But welcome back to another episode, you guys.
Yeah,
For
what's that?
today, we have a little fun fact. Well,
You have a fun fact.
no. I was going to say we have a fun topic.
Yeah, we
but
do.
I literally mixed both because I was going to say we have a fun topic, but we're going to get into the fun facts instead of fun facts.
Yes.
But let's start with your fucking dumbass, fucking stupid ass motherfucking fact of the fucking day.
So it's not really a fun fact,
It's a sad fact.
but it's still something that I wanted to conversate about.
No.
Yes. Yes. I have a question, but it is like fun facty vibes for you guys. So we've been on our gym journey, and I'm thinking gym vibes because we just got out of the gym. Like,
Yeah, and we
didn't
smell.
fucking shower. We're so committed to penis.
Imagine Miz on the side like,
He's like, ooh. He has the AC full blast with air fresheners.
no, we don't smell, I promise. All right.
What was I gonna say? Oh, so we just came from the gym, and today is January 5th.
If.
I honestly thought today was gonna be more packed because it's like New Year, New Me vibes.
Yeah.
But it wasn't really that packed. Where the fuck are all the newbies that are starting the gym? Where the fuck you at? But anyway, what I was trying to say was, what piece of advice would you give yourself, like maybe 2 years ago before you started taking gym life seriously? Like something you wish you knew that you know now when you were first starting.
Fart more often so that you're not bloated. Just kidding. I'm all skinny without going to the gym. No, wait, I didn't get your question.
Okay, simplified. What is something you wish you knew back then that you know now?
I mean, you
when
made it all
starting.
complicated. What is something that younger self would have wished they would have fucking known when you...
Like
So what's
a
something I would have
year.
known before I started?
That you know now. Nothing. Everything's boring.
I feel like this is one of those things that's like, it really is almost like common sense, but I'm going to say it because I feel like, or maybe it's just me,
A ver.
but I feel like I've noticed that a lot of people don't take it serious. But it really is that what you eat is more important than you going to the gym.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's so fucking obvious, like OV.
It's not
but
that
like,
obvious, though, because I didn't know that shit.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, but like you really have to watch what you're eating for you to know. Like, obviously right now I am not at where I want to be with like my looks. But I know that the only person I can blame is myself because I go to the gym almost every single day. Pero todavía le entro al pinche pan, todavía le entro a los tacos, and like I eat a lot and I love to eat.
Yeah.
But that's like one thing that I didn't really know that at the beginning. I just knew like, oh, you gotta eat protein.
No,
but
bitch.
Eating like chicken, but with a bunch of fucking chatarra on top of it is not helping you in any way, shape, or form. So maybe that's one thing that I would tell myself because I feel like it would save me a lot of time.
No, 100%. Because I feel like a lot of people, and including myself, I thought that if I when I wanted to lose weight, if I just did a shit ton of cardio and a bunch of weightlifting, I was going to lose weight. Bitch, no. I wasn't losing any weight and I was getting so pissed. Yeah. And it wasn't until I got Alex, my nutritionist, my workout, my trainer, when we all sat together and then I told them that I eat like shit and they're like, bro, what the fuck? And they're like, you're not going to lose any weight.
Yeah, like you most likely the most you'll do is like maintain the weight that you currently have.
Yeah, and maybe you'll definitely start growing a little bit of muscle if you are consistent in eating your protein, but you're not gonna get skinny queen if you don't eat right.
Not even like just skinny queen, like you won't really see any muscle definition.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like the same thing as a saying that's like abs aren't made at the gym, they're made in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And it's just because it really is like what you eat.
Yeah, and that's why after I give birth, I'm going on Ozempic.
You're like,
no, I actually, fun fact, I was actually like looking into it, right? I got curious about it, and I was looking into it. I was like, a ver, because what if like after Bartholomew's born, I'm like, oh my God, I'm just not fit. I was like, a ver, ¿qué pasa? So I went to go look it up, and I guess I have to wait because I'm gonna like breastfeed and stuff. And then it says that a lot of people that do Ozempic lose a lot of their muscle mass. Like it makes you lose weight, but it also makes you lose muscle like a lot quicker.
Because you're just skinny.
You're just like losing a lot. So that's why when you are put on Ozempic or like a weight loss medication, it's very highly recommended that you go to the gym so that you don't lose like a shit ton of muscle weight, you know?
Damn,
muscle.
That's crazy.
You have to like keep working out. And then I was like, never mind. I'll just be healthy.
Fuck, you were actually considering it? Fuck that.
Not necessarily considering it, but it's just one of those. I was like, like, I wonder. Let me go into this rabbit hole of Ozempic real quick.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's scary. I know a lot of people who are on it, but to each their own. I mean, I got my fucking body done. The same thing. People are like, to each their own.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
There's pros and cons to everything. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pros and cons to everything.
Yeah. So I know there's a lot of people who are on it. And if you are, like, shout out to you. Because I think anything that you get on or whatever you end up doing, it does take a toll on people. So like, I'm sure for some people who are on it too might have they could be doing it for health reasons. They could be doing it for personal reasons, but para todo hay algo.
Consecuencias. You know, something that I will never, ever, ever get over, and it is like a very sad fact.
What?
I thought that when I got a BBL my second time, I was going to be skinny queen, you know, because I got lipo in my stomach for the second time and I got a bigger butt. But nobody tells you this. But if you don't take care of yourself, you're going to gain weight in funky ass places and weird ass fucking places. And I did not know that.
What's one of the weirdest places that you feel like you gained weight in?
Okay, in the top part of my stomach. So like right underneath my boobies, but like on top of my belly button, I formed like a pocket of fat right there. And I always just looked like I was bloated and I was like trying to lose weight, but I would just not lose the weight right there, like in my stomach. And it looked so fucking weird. Yeah. And I feel like maybe it's because I didn't get a lot of lipo in that part of my stomach. Like
your ribs are there.
Yeah, I did in the bottom of my stomach, but not the top. So I was getting like a little fat pocket.
For me, it would be my inner thighs. I never gained weight. And like now, I didn't lipo my legs. Obviously, I want like big legs. But my inner thigh is like an area. And like I had never, what is that word called? Chafing?
Oh, yeah.
That had never happened to me until this last year's Coachella. Where God. I wore the matching outfit with Dows. I remember I told Yoatzi, I was like, bitch, this burns, what's happening? And Yoatzi's like, oh, you're chafing. I was like, the fuck is that? And obviously I had like put on some weight too. So estaba bien pinche like rosado. It was red. It almost felt like it looked and it felt like if I got dragged through like concrete on my inner thighs, and that had never happened to me.
It was like a quemada, huh?
It came and it hurt like to the touch. So I think you told me to put deodorant. To like help like smooth it or something.
Yeah, that way when they're rubbing against something smooth and not just your skin.
Oh, bitch, you mad at the avian fail. That's the only time that's ever happened. And it's because I was wearing like basically nothing. But yeah, it's probably for me, that was probably like one of, not the weirdest, but one of the areas where I wouldn't gain weight before.
Yeah.
And I was like, bitch.
So for all my girlies that are going to get a BBL in 2025, my live, take care of yourself after. Like really take care of yourself after. Don't just fucking binge eat. I think the first weeks you're supposed to binge eat a little bit. Talk to your doctor.
But fuck that. I don't recommend that.
Because then you're like bad habit vibes.
Yeah, but it's just así te dicen. They're like, eat a lot so that you don't lose the fat cells, which makes sense. But for us, well, at least for me, like I ate so much that like te acostumbras to eat that much, and then you just want pura chatarra. Yeah. That after my eating habits were already so fucked up that I kept eating like that, and then
and
now I'm here.
On crack. All right. No,
yeah,
just take care of yourself and be careful with what you eat, or else we're all gonna look like
poop.
Yeah.
All right, imagine.
Like
we all smell bad.
So
what was your fun fact?
It wasn't necessarily a fun fact. It was just something that I wanted to know.
Oh. Well.
So wait, something me.
Oh.
Something that I wish I knew that I know now about the gym is that nobody gives a fuck and nobody's going to look at you. Because I literally thought that everybody was going to be like, dun dun, like just staring at me walking, and I feel like if I was using a machine, they were going to be like, pinche pendeja, she doesn't know what she's doing. No, babe, like nobody gives a fuck. Like I feel like everybody's with their little headphones, minding their business. Unless you look hella cute and sexy and they're just looking at you like, God damn, mommy, are you new here?
Bitch.
But other than that, that was my biggest thing. I'm like, everybody's looking at me. That it actually just happened to me again for the first time, and I shut myself up. I've been going to the gym in like oversized hoodies right now, because I feel like my big old prego belly is going to attract people's eyes on me.
Oh, okay. Like just like you just don't want somebody to look over.
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like prego girls in the gym isn't like very normal. Mm-hmm. So when they see something they're not used to, anybody, you're like, oh shit, you just look. So lately I've been wearing oversized stuff para que nadie me mire. But a few days ago I went with me and I wore something that showed my belly. And my belly was just like out. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, everybody's staring at me, Alex. And I was like, hide me. And I was like, what do I do? Everybody's staring at me. And I just kept going like, let me look at you. Like to like help with my embarrassment.
Yeah.
But then at the end, I was like, I don't give a fuck. They're probably looking, but it's okay.
Probably just looking at your belly.
Your big butt.
Bitch.
No, probably. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it attracts attention, but that's why I wear oversized stuff to the gym. Like
so your known fact, not really fun fact, is that people don't like, they might look, but it doesn't really mean they're judging.
Yeah, or just
glance.
Yeah, or if they look at you, or just don't pay attention to the outside eyes. Just focus on your workout. If you're gonna look at your little phone for workouts, pump your music, and just fuck everybody else. You're there to better yourself. Period.
Fun fact, actually, really sad fact. Well, thanks for your dumbass fact.
Yeah, it's great.
For today's episode, I wanted to get into this topic that I was talking to Yoatzi about.
Yeah.
Because I feel like me and Yoatzi are on different sides of TikTok. So I'm going to explain it to you guys in case we're not on the same side of TikTok. Because I don't want you guys to be like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So there's these YouTubers that are talking about basically exposing some of their old YouTube videos and talking about what really happened. So, for example, these girlies were very poppin' around the time of like DIY TikTok vibes. No, not TikTok, sorry. DIY YouTube vibes.
Oh, okay.
So basically they're talking about like old videos and saying like what was really going on in those videos. And even I'm shocked because I've came across some of their videos, but I'm not necessarily shocked in the sense that I'm like, bitch, like you fucking liar. I'm just more like, damn, that's crazy. Like I would have never caught on to that. Like
you thought what they were saying was happening was really happening.
Yeah. So if you guys are familiar or have seen these TikToks or not, or these YouTubers, it's Nikki and Gabby. And I've been loving the series of them like exposing their old YouTube videos.
Oh, shit.
So for example, I don't think I told you about this one because we were talking about it a little earlier. So there was a time where these girls moved out of LA. I don't know exactly where they were moving. They were living in a whole nother state.
Okay.
In a whole nother state. But at the time, like 2015, 2018, like YouTube era, it was such like a thing for you to live in LA. Like that was part of like the lore,
right. Yeah,
like the aesthetic, like Cali girls, like palms, like palm trees, like that whole DIY era. So basically these girls moved to another state, but in order for like their business to continue flourishing, like they felt like living in LA was such a huge part of their channel, their lifestyle, everything they were posting. So since they didn't live in LA anymore and they couldn't post like LA Tumblr pictures of like the palm trees or like the boardwalk or like things like that, they basically hit up one of their friends and was like, hey, can I pay you like every month to be taking pictures of just LA, like random scene pictures, and send them to me so that I can post them on my Instagram so people think I still live in LA. And I was like, what the fuck? Like the whole moment, they just didn't even live in LA, but they were that dedicated to like,
so committed.
But also just like, I would have never thought about that. So there was like a whole time where they didn't even live in LA and we all thought they actually did live in LA.
That's fucking crazy.
And then there's another one where like, they would film like all these videos. I hope I'm getting all this right, from what I remember. They would film all these videos in their bedrooms. But turns out they ended up just saying that it was not their real bedrooms. It was a studio. So it's like basically if we used our studio and we had fake bedrooms in here. And what like we would film all our videos in here, no sé qué tanto, but it was just a studio.
Fun. That's
like in a way I was like, but then it's also just like, oh my God, it's very much like, oh my God, not childhood ruined, but you're just like, damn, like it's what really happened.
Mind fucked. You're like, damn it.
Yeah, like I was just like, what the heck? And then there was this other video of them where I think it was like a popular video where they would use each other's credit cards to go buy whatever they wanted. And basically it's like if me and Yoatzi swapped credit cards and you would go buy whatever the fuck you wanted and I would go buy whatever the fuck I wanted with your card. And the whole like adrenaline of the video is like, fuck, ¿qué se va a comprar esa estúpida with like Yoatzi's credit card or you with mine? And like, se están pasando de verga. But then they ended up exposing not too long ago that they didn't trust each other actually swapping credit cards. So they still use their own credit cards. And technically nobody really used anybody's money. They were still using their own money. But for video purposes, it looked like. So it's just like this whole thing, you guys. I think she has like 4 or 5 parts so far on TikTok. I think it's Nikki, the one that's posting it is Nikki. She's the one that's posting like exposing the YouTube. But basically, yeah, it's just like truths behind some of their videos that like none of us knew. So I was telling Yoatzi.
That's crazy. What if it's just like little light bulb? What if a lot of these YouTubers did actually do that? For example, I remember when there was this trend going on in family channels called like whatever my 3-year-old touches, I buy.
I can see that. Yeah.
What if like all of these people, because I would watch these videos because I did a few with Travis when it was just me and Travis. And what if a lot of these parents like would actually go and return this stuff? Or like
definitely
buy it? Because so I did this challenge with Travis. One time I specifically remember, it's still up on my channel. I don't remember. I think I took him to a Marshall's or a Target. I don't know. But Travis was maybe like 3 years old. And literally everything he touched, I bought it.
Yeah.
And like I remember at the end, my receipt was long and it was expensive. And I just remember being like, fucking shit. Like, 1, I just spent a shit ton of money on this fucking video. And 2, what the fuck am I going to do with all these toys?
Yeah.
Because I didn't click in my light bulb that maybe you could fake these videos. Yeah. So I actually kept all the pinche juguetes. And I think at the end, we gave them out for like Halloween to kids. Because we had a bunch of fucking toys. And I was like, bitch, Travis isn't going to play with all this shit.
That's really cute.
But like, damn, I wish I would have known earlier to fake it.
You know what? Ahorita that you said the whole buying gifts, it just reminded me of the one that I was going to say. This other one's like really smart. It's almost like Produ vibes, like production. And like, I get it. But it's also like, what the heck? So they were saying how they would film all of like their Christmas content, I think in like October or like early November. But it's not just like their Christmas content. They would film like their Christmas unboxing. They already knew what they had. They would buy each other the gifts and just pretend like they're opening it on Christmas Day, but they would open it even way before. It was just like a fake reaction opening the gifts because they wanted to be the first ones to post on Christmas Day their videos.
Damn.
And also like their Christmas decor, like putting up their tree and stuff or whatever, was filmed like in a month before or anything, so that it could be ready to go on like December 1st. And that was like, oh my God, like it's smart and it's like production vibes. But that is why, because so many of y'all were like, Louie, why didn't you do Vlogmas this year? And I didn't do Vlogmas, but I did 7 days of Stitchmas.
Yeah.
But for that reason, that I remember last year when I did Vlogmas, you guys, I was so stressed. And I literally, the one thing I said, like, I love putting out this content for you guys. It made me so happy. But during December, I never felt like it was December for me. Porque estaba así. Like, I don't have an editor. I don't have somebody who films my videos. Like, Meh helped me a little bit, like, editing some videos. We were going back and forth. But me filming and editing and posting a YouTube video every single day was having me go, like, crazy.
Yeah.
And I feel like I didn't get to enjoy my December because I was like...
You're just
like,
wanting to film,
just
right?
film and, like, buy gifts for my family. And, like... I couldn't disfrutar all of December, and I love December. I feel like it's family time, and I feel like I had very little family time because I was all over the place. So that's why this year I did 7 days, and I got to enjoy my family and still enjoy making content for you guys. So it was a good balance.
Yeah.
But going back to these girls, I was like, damn, well, I'm fucking dumb. But like, imagine if I just pre-filmed. Because I know I have friends who pre-film, but like decorating and having all your shit up like a whole month or two before, that's like so commitment. Smart. It's crazy. So I was like... So if y'all see me post on December 1st this year, it's because I started decorating in October.
Like way ahead of time.
Yeah.
Damn, I wish I knew the hacks back in the day.
Yeah, it was a whole like mind fuck. What, man? Oh, wait, sorry.
What?
You don't have a mic.
Yeah,
it's because he wants to tell us. I'm like, y'all can't hear anything.
I know.
Maybe in like our little break, if he tells it to us, we can share it with y'all.
Relay it back to you guys.
And man, he just like sits right here.
And he's like, well, he pulls up a mic. Man needs to have a little side mic for all these
we need
little
to give him a subscribe so we have more budget.
Yeah,
just kidding.
Please watch our videos.
Yeah, because May is like on another side of YouTube. He has different YouTubers that he watches.
He watches all these like buff dudes and shit.
Bitch on OnlyFans.
Like his TikTok and his stuff is like so different. He'll show me trends. He'll be like, "Did you see this trend?" I'm like, "No."
I feel like literally all of us are on different sides of TikTok. Like May is on different side, Yoatzi, Andrea, and me. Like we're all on. Right now, I'm
really annoyed, and I hate that how this happens every time I'm pregnant. But I'm just on pregnancy TikTok, and I'm over it. Cause but it's my fucking fault. Cause there's videos that I'll come across and I'm like, or I'll watch mom tips and shit. But I'm annoyed because that's like all I get on my fucking feed is pregnancy.
So your whole life right now is pregnancy.
Yeah, and I'm like, I had this girl message me. I posted, I don't know what I posted. And she was like, I get it, you're pregnant, but do you really have to make all your content pregnant related? And I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with my stomach hiding?
You're like, my life is being pregnant. I'm like,
bitch, I'm pregnant for 9 fucking months. What am I supposed to do with that information? I put it away.
I know.
I'm like, nah, right now.
You like take off your tummy and put it in a cubby.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, for today. I'm going to put you away.
Put it in the oven to cook. Like, I'll see you in 9 months.
But Bartholomew's cooking, guys.
Well, he needs to cook faster.
Oh, I know. Put it on speed up.
You put the heat up.
I'm more than halfway. A little bit over halfway.
Somebody was like asking me, like how far along you were, and then I was like, she's like halfway, and then like when I said it, I was like, oh my god, I was like, she's almost there.
I want Louie to pull up with like shots to the hospital.
You're gonna be like,
he's gonna be like, shot, be like, and I'm serious, like Cardi B when she's like, Hennessy, you put that faja on me right away. That's gonna be Louie. I'm like, Louie,
hold her down. All right, we got like a triple XS.
But did you have any videos you faked, you fucking liar?
So I actually told Yoatzi. So I explained the lore to her a little bit.
I was like, oh!
And I was like, do you have any videos that we could like expose? Because I wanted to like do our turn. But like, it's really not to be like pick-me's, but like, I don't have really any like fake videos.
Because I'm a real bitch.
No, it's just like, I was really... Like, I wish I had more, like, crazy stories that I could give you guys. I was like, oh, I faked all these videos.
Like, I wish we were smarter, but we're not that smart to think of that shit.
I know, so we actually, like, do these dumbass things. We actually
did, like, no, for example, me and fucking Louie, when we were rich, because we're not rich, before we had houses, I thought of a video idea. I was like, Louie, and I was like, what if we give each other a $5,000 budget and we go buy each other designer shit? Because me and Louie, like, at that time, I feel like we loved designer.
We were literally swimming
loved
and
designer. So I was like, and I was like itching to buy designer. And I know he was always itching for designer.
Yeah.
So I was like, how about I give you 5K, you give me 5K. And I think we did little categories of like, we each have to buy each other a purse. We have to buy an accessory,
a shoe,
and a piece of clothing.
something like that.
Something like that. And we gave the budget of 5K. And we did it. We literally spent $5,000 fucking dollars.
And we kept the gifts. Like, we didn't return any. The only thing we did was the one that didn't fit you.
Because he got me this really nice Versace buchona shirt. But that was before I had my titties done, guys. So it looked funny.
So I think she exchanged it for like a different designer item. But
yeah.
Like, if we were like on that same vibe and like we knew, we could have like the items that we didn't fully like either enjoy or we just didn't want them or we felt like we had too many like shoes or bags, we could have just returned it. But we kept all of it.
Or we could have
just faked the whole video and returned it, got our money back.
Can we go back and return
I know, like, I still have the pieces.
Damn it. Or if there was an item we really liked, we could have been like, you might make sure you buy me this
one.
Yeah,
or that. Yes, we could have been like, like we could have still faked it, but then be like, okay, Yoatzi, I want these shoes.
Make
I
sure
want it. And then like we could have acted like shocked in the video. Like,
ay, ¿cómo la cagamos?
But like we fully gave each other 5K each. And we just bought anything that like we thought of each other. But
it was cute, and I'm glad we did it.
Yeah, I love that video.
Splurge.
And actually, we get it. I've seen it get requested quite a few times from people be like, "Can you guys do another one?" But I'm like, that was before we had mortgages.
Yeah, but maybe the budget should not be 5K. It should
be 100. We hella went down by zeros. I know. That was before we had big payments.
It's because now we have mortgages, guys. Things change, and
we can just like steal them. Imagine we're like,
that would be fun, but maybe we can give each other like a smaller budget. Well, I'm all turning red. I'm like, es que I don't buy designer like that no more.
Me either. I just steal. I just kidding. Not gonna win.
He has hella shit. I'm like, Louie, what the fuck? You got it like that?
They're like, Louie, I thought you didn't buy designer anymore. I don't.
I steal it. Let's be real. Finding snacks and groceries we actually feel good about giving to our families is tough, but Thrive Market makes it easy. Thrive Market offers trusted, family-friendly brands with 100% non-GMO products. Plus, tools like their Healthy Swap Scanner help me find better junk-free alternatives like Poppy Soda, Simple Mills crackers, and lesser evil popcorn. And I can trust that Thrive Market has done the research for me. The best part, everything is delivered right to my door. Ready to start 2025 junk-free? Head to thrivemarket.com/pretty to get 30% off your first order. Plus a free $60 gift. That's thrivemarket.com/pretty.
Don't come for me, pero no me acuerdo la última vez that I went to go see the doctor. Pero déjales digo por qué. Es porque me da una flojis y una hueva to make that appointment. But you know what? I know que tú también, eh? Don't even lie to me right now, amiga. Ay, no, pero déjales digo que to start the year off, I made my doctor appointment. Es porque ya era tiempo, ¿no? I made my doctor appointment with ZocDoc porque it makes it so fácil to just book that appointment. La mera verdad, one of the reasons why me da tanta flojis to make an appointment to see the doctor is porque nunca sé who takes my insurance. And I hate when I finally find a clinic or a doctor that I want to see and I see that they don't take my insurance. Me da un coraje. Pero with ZocDoc, you are able to filter out those who don't take your insurance, making the whole process already that much easier and quicker. Booking your appointments with ZocDoc is facilito. Y a veces you can even score up to same day visits, which is my favorite porque when I have the time to go see the doctor, I want it right there and then. Or a veces if I need something in that moment, it comes in clutch. ZocDoc is a free app and website. Así que si eres como yo and you don't want to waste time and you just want things rapidito, ZocDoc is for you. So stop putting off those doctor appointments and visit ZocDoc.com/prettynot-smart to find and book top-rated doctors today. That's ZocDoc.com/prettynot-smart. ZocDoc.com/prettynot-smart.
Before I tell y'all about mine, I'm gonna talk about the one that man just told us. It's a YouTuber called Airrack, and I guess he had done like a series where he was traveling 30 different countries around the world or something
around
like
the world
that.
in 30 days.
Or 30 planets in like 30 days. Basically, just like within 30 days, he was traveling back to back to back to back. But I guess viewers caught on by like, he had like a smartwatch or something. But I guess people were like zooming in and they were able to see like different dates and stuff. So like, obviously at the end of the day, he was able to like compile it to make it look like crazy or however he did it. Because I haven't watched his videos, but people caught on to that one. But it's just crazy.
Fucking lies are crazy.
But yeah, so like I was saying, like not tweet our own pompies, but I was kind of going through a lot of like our videos and I was like, like which ones were fake or like what can we talk about? But I ran into one that was actually fake.
You fucking liar.
I'm sorry, you guys, but I have a reason.
What?
I feel like no one's gonna know.
Oh my God, are you ready?
My BBL was fake. Imagine.
I just wear balloons.
I know. I'm like, I have a butt pad.
No, he wears Mary's butt pad.
That reminds me.
What?
My butt is fake.
We have fake asses.
No. So, okay. So let me tell you. Okay.
A ver.
So I have an explanation.
Ay.
This is an old video, and literally when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I actually have a fake YouTube video on here. So this YouTube video,
It's still up.
it's still out.
Go look for it.
I'm gonna delete it. But it was basically called "My Chile Appointment Does My Makeup."
Oh, shit.
But let me explain.
Okay.
So basically,
He was my cousin.
No. So this was around the time where I was making so many Chile appointment story times.
I remember that time.
And I had gotten that request so many times of people being like, film a video with one of your Chile appointments. But I couldn't do that. And I wanted to so bad. Like, I knew that was going to be a good ass video. And I wanted to do it. And I was like, that would be sickening, like bringing one of my Chile appointments or something on camera. But here's where I got stuck in a dilemma. Because similar to that video, I had done a video years ago called my ex-girlfriend reacting to me being gay.
Oh, yeah.
That was real. Like, I actually had my ex-girlfriend with me and I was asking her questions about how she felt about me coming out and all of that. So, like, that was real. And I wanted to do that with a Chile appointment. I thought it would be really iconic. But I couldn't do it because most of these Chile appointments I had already made story times about.
Oh.
And if you guys remember my story time videos, like, my story times were crazy because the things that would happen were crazy.
Yeah.
And me putting out there, like, I was very, like, I would say everything that happened in those Chile appointments.
It was very detailed.
It was very detailed, but for me, it was funny. But for them, it was embarrassing. Like, they're just like you just put me on blast. Like, I would have, like, some of these Chile appointments texting me and being like, can you delete that video of me? Like, or like, because I would change their names and everything. So when I wanted to film that video, I was like, in what fucking world am I going to reach out to one of these guys and be like, hey, like, I know I talk shit about, but like, do you want to come? And I told them, because I remember I did try. And I told them, I was like, I won't even say who you were, what your story was. Like, I'll just have you on there. Ellos que se hagan bolas. Like, if they figure it out, sorry about it. But I think a lot of them were just like, I'm not putting myself. Okay. And also just being on camera, like, for a lot of people is not that easy. Yeah. But also back then, social media is not as like right now where like, if you have friends and you guys are filming a TikTok, it's like, oh, okay, cool. But back then, it was a little bit more like, bitch, I'm not going on YouTube.
Yeah, that's...
So I wanted to film that video super bad, and I didn't have a candidate for the video. So basically, I asked this friend of mine, and I told him if he was down to come out in one of my YouTube videos and pretend to be a Chile appointment.
Yeah.
And he was like, wait, what? He was doing like his... He had a YouTube channel too. And I was like, I can help you like promote your channel too. Cause he was really, I've known him for years. He was really cool. I'd never met him in person though. And I was like, and you have YouTube. He was really funny. So I was like, maybe like I could help you promote your channel as well.
Do me a favor and I got you?
Yeah. So then I was like, you help me, I help you.
Yeah.
And yeah, so he wasn't a real Chile appointment, but I will say he was obviously very attractive.
But he was like your friend.
He was like a friend of mine. Yeah. So we never actually like hooked up. And I remember we were talking about, I haven't watched the video because it'll make me cringe. But I remember we were asking I was asking him questions or something, but like, I don't even remember what we were talking about, but everything on there was fake. We had never met. We had never hooked up. Or nothing like that. Yeah. But
I still remember when you were going to film that video and my mom was like, oh, Luisito está con un amigo.
Yeah, and the guy went to the house and everything.
Yeah, Luis' little studio. I was like, hi.
But the reason I also filmed with him is because I thought he was really attractive. So I was like, he's not a chile appointment yet. So I was like, maybe after we film. But no, nothing happened, you guys.
Yeah, get out.
I know after we filmed, we were like,
you're like, go home.
Yeah, no. So nothing happened. He was never a chile appointment, but he could have been.
He's all sad about it. He's like, damn it.
Yeah, but that was like years ago. I don't remember. I feel like that was 2019. 2019, 2020. I think
so, yeah, around that time.
That was probably the only video that like I faked.
Why didn't I do that shit?
I have a fake chile appointment.
Like Alex, I should have had Alex been on my YouTube as my chile appointment.
But like, I just want to clarify again. It wasn't even so much that like I just wanted to have like a fake video. I genuinely wanted to make that video because it was so highly requested.
Yeah.
But I had no actual chile appointments who would want to come online.
And people actually believed it. Like they were. Well, yeah.
All the comments.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
But I remember all the comments were eating him up. They were like, "Oh my god, he's so hot! Like, what the heck?" Like, blah blah blah. blah. And I was like,
"You're like, I
know." But yeah, no, you guys, he wasn't a real chile.
Oh damn it! I wonder what he's up to now.
Bitch, we'll bring him on the podcast.
Yeah, we have Louis' old chile appointment right here.
Leave him alone. All right.
You know what it made me think about?
What?
I didn't really fake any YouTube videos because I wasn't that smart. But I did fake a lot of my IG pics.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
A lot of them. A lot of people. No, for real. Because back in the day, I feel like Louie was the one that was pushing me to doing social media, right? Mm. But Louie knew that there was an image to be that IG baddie. Like you had to have like that image, you know? And so he'd be like, no, you have to take your pictures like in this spot. It has to be cute. Like, and back then I didn't know anything. I didn't care about lighting. I just would post a picture. He's like, he's like, you look like shit. Let me fix you up. Let me pose you.
Yeah.
So he would give me ideas of like where to take pictures, or he is the reason I Facetuned. He introduced me to Facetune. Yes. He's like, babe, your makeup all looks like shit. Let me fix it up real quick.
It was just, this was during the super edited, super
face-tuned makeup. Yes, like the makeup had to be so crazy. And I remember when I was starting IG and stuff like that, I was doing makeup, but I would tell Louie, and I was like, why doesn't my makeup look like these people, these pictures? And Louie would be like, because everyone fucking Facetunes their shit.
It was literally where like the highlight was so fucking blinding that you would be like, babe. But like that's what people wanted to see.
And like the very cut dark brow, and mine looked all like peluda and like dark and just not appealing to the eye compared to those other crazy pictures. And he's like, well, you need a camera and let me help you. So I was in my little Facetune era. And then also something that I did fake was stealing Louis' designer.
Bitch, y'all ran away. I'm like,
no,
what?
He was obviously doing really, really well during that time, and he was able to get himself little designer items. And then I wanted to also like be that lifestyle, even though I was still working at Applebee's, and I could not afford. I think so, yeah, and I could not afford that lifestyle. And also I didn't want to buy fake stuff because I wanted to genuinely be like, I was able to buy this for myself. I didn't want to buy fake stuff to like fake the picture. So I'd be like, Louie, can I buy your shit?
I would let her, or I would even tell her to
He'd be like,
use
put this Gucci belt on.
Yeah, I would let her borrow. I
have one picture in mind right now. It was one of my favorite pictures at the time, but it's highly Facetuned. Like I remember I Facetuned my hips because I had no fucking hips. I had the biggest hip dips in the world. And then I was wearing Louis' Gucci belt with like high-waisted jeans. Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. And then he let me borrow his Louis Vuitton Speedy.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'll post it, guys. And then, but people caught on. Like a lot of people in the comments were like, "Is that Louis' bag?"
Shut up!
Yeah,
I never knew that.
They're like, "Is that Louis' belt?" And I was like, I never replied to them.
Shit, I didn't know
like,
that people were asking you that.
Bitch, shut the fuck up! Trying to flex over here.
For real.
Yeah, but that shit was all fake. It was all Louis.
I feel like there was a time where I was really trying to get Yoatzi to to do social media. And I almost feel like looking back at it, I was almost like her fucking manager.
No, literally.
I was helping her like get deals. I was negotiating deals for her.
He'd be like, no, ask for this.
I feel like I forgot all about that until right now. And what she was saying about like the whole pictures, it's just, it was during a time on social media where like
it was different.
You had to fit this role. So it was basically in the era that we were in was like beauty influencer 2016 vibes. All you would see was like these heavily face-tuned pictures, everyone in designers when the Gucci belts were really in.
Yes.
And I wanted to help Yoatzi like just do well on social media. So I basically was like,
he had
in a way
cheat
guiding.
Sheet.
Yeah,
like
I feel like I had a cheat sheet. And I was like, she would get ready and then I'd be like, oh, if you're gonna take a picture here, use my belt, use this bag, or like do your hair like this, or I would edit all of her pictures.
No, literally edit all my pictures. I'd be like, Louie, can you edit something? Like,
yeah. Or sometimes she wouldn't even ask me. I'll just be like, can I edit that? Like,
yeah.
Because I already knew I had so many friends in the beauty space. And I knew it was everything that they were all doing. And I really wanted Yoatzi to be like there.
That girl.
So then I was like, give me that shit.
Like,
so then I was like doing everything that I could to like help her around that time. So like now when we look back at those pictures, like, oh my God, it's so obvious that everybody was heavily face tuning.
Everybody.
But like at that time, it was like Yoatzi said, she would take a picture and she's like, why don't I look like the girls on IG?
Yes.
But it's because almost everything was like face tuned. It was crazy ass lighting, or they were using cameras. And like, I was like,
a lot of these girls too, I found out in person, I thought they had like the nicest bodies, biggest asses, very BBL vibes. And then when I first started coming to LA, I was like, didn't this bitch have a fat ass? And then I'd look back at the pictures and be like, oh, I know the hacks. It's Facetune. Like a lot of these people don't actually have BBLs, but they'll Facetune themselves to look like they have BBLs. Yeah. That was a crazy time. But you know what? I'm very grateful that we went through that, Louie, because I was stuck in my señora phase. I will never get over that, you guys. I was 22. Bitch, I looked fucking 40. I had really bad hair because of this bruja that fucked up my hair, right? And I didn't know how to get out of it. I didn't know how to dress. Like, I let myself go really, really, really bad. So thanks, Louie.
But that also like goes to show, like over and over and over again, I feel like there's always an example of this, but it's always like, don't compare yourself to what you see online. Yeah. Because a lot of these times it's not so much that like for example, like on our end, I feel like that was what was in. And in order for, at least for me to feel like I was part of what everybody else was doing, I was like, I have to do that. Yeah. So that's why I was like face tuning so heavily and like doing so many crazy things. But like, I know there was like probably some people who would like take a picture and do the same thing that you were thinking, like,
and they were like, damn it,
why don't I look like that? But like, again, those pictures were so heavily edited at that time. And I'm so glad that like right now we're like in an era where it's very much so like
different,
like natural girls or like natural makeup, or like even if girls are still like doing like the 2016 makeup, it's not posted in a picture that's like super edited where you're like, bitch, that's a whole nother face.
That's
like
something else.
It's very much just like the picture is what it is. But even now, I will say, like, I still Facetune to this day, but it's mostly more for like lighting purposes. Like if I were to like, a lot of the pictures on like Pretty Not Smart, I Facetune because of the lighting. So like if we don't have good lighting and I take a picture, say right now, like if you're watching me and you see like these under eye,
I was gonna say the shadows
because of my hat, I would lighten that so that it doesn't look like my eyes are all like sunken in the picture, and I still want it to look like appealing.
Just like lighting vibes.
But it's not like 2016 vibes where like,
that shit was so
oh my God, like even to expose myself a little bit, back in 2016, if I took a picture and the sun wasn't hitting my highlight and there was literally nothing there, I would add on Facetune a blinding highlight.
God,
so like,
that's right.
Even
you
if I wasn't,
yeah,
even if I wasn't wearing highlight, I'd be like, no, this picture has to have highlight somewhere. So I would highlight under my underbone, on my cheek, and on my nose, and make sure it looked blinding.
Yeah, I remember, and he showed me, he's like, you're going to go to the white, and you're going to just tap, tap,
yeah,
tap.
because that was like what
that
was
the
in.
It factor.
But that also reminds me, I don't know if I told you about this. I think I did, or if I told Andrea. But right now that I'm saying, like, don't compare yourself to, like, what you see online all the time, because who knows? Like, a lot of these things are, like, not real. But did you see that girl that got arrested for stealing at Target? Yes.
Allegedly.
But that had me gagged. So,
dude, me too.
Like, let me explain it to y'all if y'all haven't seen that, which I feel like almost everybody has seen it. But in case you haven't.
Oh, my God.
There was this lifestyle TikToker. And she did a lot of like those shopping, like TikTok aesthetic, like videos, like almost aesthetically pleasing or just like lifestyle. You like to watch them. But basically, this girl filmed herself going to Target and buying a bunch of things and made a whole TikTok about it and posted it. Then I guess the police from like that city were looking for a girl who was shoplifting at Target. Not necessarily like getting a car and being like, "Bitch!" and like running. Yeah. She was just scanning like fake barcodes to get shit for like $1, $2, or maybe not even scanning everything.
Yeah.
Allegedly. And so it started off with the police just looking for her. I'm assuming that she exceeded a certain amount, like we were talking about not too long ago, where
sure
like
she
they'll hunt you down.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they'll pile up till you're making up.
They'll be like, "Get her!" Yeah. But basically, they were looking for her, and because she had a pretty big following, I think she had like 300K on TikTok. People were like, "Wait, isn't that so and so?"
Well, they found out because this bitch wore like an outfit. When she was filming the TikTok, like when she was doing her haul, she showed her outfit. It was the same fucking outfit from the footage that the police released.
No, she filmed in Target.
Well, yeah, but the same outfit, like it correlated. Followers saw the outfit that she filmed and then the outfit that the police revealed. And they're like, "Hey, that's blah, 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 blah."
Well, basically, when she was at Target, she filmed shopping at Target. She posted that video of the day she stole everything and recorded herself like paying for everything. So when they were looking for her, they were like, "Wait, isn't that picture from this TikTok?" So then that's how like the police ended up finding her and they went to her house. They released like the police footage from like the cams.
Oh shit. Oh wait, I did see it. I did see that.
People were gagged because they were like, "Mood, like this lifestyle influencer isn't even living that lifestyle that I watch."
Guys, so no crean todo lo que ve.
But even me, like I'm a content creator, and even I was like shocked. I was like, "What the heck?"
I was so shocked because I feel like we're smart, but we're not smart. Like I would never think about doing something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because I'm a good person.
Bitch.
But like my brain would not be like, let me like scan this shit and like.
Or I'm just more scared.
I'm
like, because I would.
No,
like,
my brain just naturally does not think of that to do shit like that. But if it were to happen, like if I were to get a thought like that, just like you, I'd probably be scared.
I'd be so scared.
I'd be like, I'm okay, I'll pay.
Yeah. Like another like fake thing that I did was like get my G-Wagon.
I'm like,
I
returned it.
No, I asked him if I could test drive and then just never came back. Imagine. I was like,
he just left and then never came back.
But it was just like, I feel like right now, I honestly feel like Nikki talking about her and her sister and like all these fake videos brought up like this whole conversation about like fake stuff. And it's just like, I don't know.
You know what's like crazy to me too? And I feel like I was a victim of this too. Overconsumption of stupid items that we don't fucking need. And honestly, if I'm being 100% fucking honest, it's because TikTok influenced me to go on these shopping hauls. And I feel like it really triggered my shopping addiction because I was like, yeah, now I have a bigger excuse to go shopping. Now I can film content and shop. But then I would end up with, bags and bags of shit. And I'm like, bitch, I don't fucking need all this shit. And it did it to me, right? But I know a lot of people right now, they're talking about like how consumption has just taken over so many of our lives. And it does it to like regular everyday people who can't necessarily be affording to go on these crazy shopping hauls, but they do it because they've been like...
Because like what they're watching.
Because of what they're watching. That's dangerous.
That's why it's like what I'm saying. Like, don't compare yourself to everything you see because like you really don't know. Like... I don't know. I think with me, it's just that girl from Target. I found her account. So I went on like a little binge and I was watching all her videos. And I watch a lot of like aesthetically pleasing or like restock videos and stuff come up on my TikTok. So I enjoy watching them. So I like it. I'm like, what if I ever came across one of her videos and like never would I have known that like she was stealing. Like it's like I'm over here watching and like you would think like this. And it's not targeted just towards her. It's just like in general, like you watch these videos and you're like, oh, like their house looks so clean. Like they look so put together. Like they can like, they're buying all these things. She's all stealing.
Bitch. And that's one thing about me. I'm going to keep it real. That's why my house is cochina.
I know.
No, guys, it's just like as a mommy, I feel like it is literally, I've asked all my mom friends, unless you have like a maid or like, I don't fucking know how you do it. It is impossible to have a clean house, even for hours on end. Like sometimes me and Alex will spend a whole day cleaning the house. We'll deep clean it. It'll look beautiful. It lasts us like maybe an hour, 2 hours before my beautiful baby girl Ella and Travis will just be like, dun, 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 dun.
We're interrupted.
What? We're having good combo.
Well, I'm gonna have to catch your whole phone.
And then he's like, hey, over here, over here. I'm like, what, man?
It all deleted. Honestly, you guys,
lose-
I'm quitting because I hate your guys' podcast.
He made me lose my train of thought.
No, you were talking about keeping your house clean.
Don't believe what you see online.
Oh,
Sad? No, yeah, basically that. Don't believe what you see online.
I feel like
Ow.
maybe because I have seen like some aesthetically pleasing videos with like kids in the picture where like the house looks like really clean all the time and stuff. But I feel like most of the time those are the houses that have like little to no toys for their kids.
Oh.
Or it's the houses that just look like no color. Like I would say my house kind of falls into that category where like I don't really have a lot of color in my house and my downstairs is all white and nudes. You go to Yoatzi's house and she has color everywhere. And it's like and most of your kids' toys have like a million colors in them.
Yeah. I was going to say, have you seen how, damn it, there's a name for the moms, but basically these moms that like to be very like visually pleasing. Mm-hmm. So they'll buy their kids only nude colored toys, only white toys. And like their bedroom and their nursery is like nude and white. And everybody's like, so no color. Like kids need color too with their development.
Yeah.
You know, and I think I'm like a firm believer of that. Like, yeah, we want our life to look completely different. But when you have kids, it's not what you want. It's what your kids need to like grow and blossom. And like for right now, my nursery room for Bartholomew is very nude vibes. But bitch, that shit ain't gonna be nude. It's gonna be caca everywhere when he's born.
I'm like, Yoatzi, you painted it brown?
Like, no, those are his caca.
I'm like, it's a nice shade of brown. No, and I was almost a victim of that.
Of what?
That. Painting my walls with caca. I'm just kidding. No, but I almost did that. Like so my house is very much like green because of the plants and like neutral tones and stuff.
But like vive solito, so that's fine.
But I have 2 daughters, for those of you who don't know.
They can't even see color, mi amor.
Their names are Milky and Honey. And no me hacen un tiradero, but they have about 40 toys, dog toys. And they love to play with their toys, right? And I remember like I would be walking around my house and my house wasn't necessarily dirty because again, I live alone. But seeing their toys scattered would be like, ugh, it would give me like OCD. Like it was just like, that doesn't belong there. And like they're dog toys, so they're all over the floor and it's not like I can put them on a shelf. Like they're gonna be spread all over the floor. So although my house was freshly clean, their toys would just make me feel like, ugh, my house is dirty. So I almost bought, and I remember I did go to like Home Goods to buy nothing but nude toys. But I didn't find any at Home Goods, and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to order some online. Y por casualidad, before I ever got to buy any like fully nude toys, I came across a TikTok that was like, I think it was specifically about that and saying like to not buy your dogs like nude or like
certain
toys,
colors,
because dogs are colorblind.
Yeah.
So although a toy might be like purple, maybe they don't see purple, they'll see a different color. But those colors is what they can see, and that's why they like get those toys because it's like a pop of color in front of their face.
The bright,
and it made me so sad.
You
so
were
I was like,
fuck, I almost took that away from my girl.
And I was like, I'm not doing this. So like I have some nude, I think I have like 2 little nude toys, but all their toys are like a burst of color. And like it made me sad when I was like, oh my God, to think that like I almost got nothing but nude toys. And that's already all they see in my house. So I'm like, imagine they would have been like, so no toys.
Like, this house is fucking boring.
I know. They're like,
right now, they probably loved it during the holidays. They were like, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So look.
What did May say?
May just wants to let everybody know that he quit. Right? No, the one that he's talking about, I think I actually came across as well. He was saying how there was like a mom who did buying my son's girlfriend a Burr basket. Did you see that one?
Oh, I heard like the lure around it, but I didn't like
the lure.
How do you say
the lore.
the
lure. She's like, hello.
The lore around it, but I never actually saw the video that people were talking about.
I don't know if you guys saw it, but basically it was a mom who like made this little like TikTok and was basically being like, oh, I'm gonna buy my son's girlfriend like a bird basket. So everybody's being like, oh my god, like suegra goals, like damn, I wish I had that kind of relationship with my suegris.
Yeah.
And like everybody's just like, oh my god, cutesy. But then I guess it later on got exposed that she lied, and she ended up like
the girlfriend was like, she can give me that shit.
Oh really?
Oh,
that's sickening actually if she did do that.
Can somebody comment down below, confirm or deny? Allegedly. I believe when I was looking into it, it was the girlfriend.
But basically, yeah, that no le dio la basket, or she only gave her like one item from the basket. But then the lady ended up making like a response video, allegedly, saying that like, well, duh, you would do it too for a check. Like basically saying she just did it for clown. She knew it was gonna go viral.
Yeah.
That's maybe I should start working smarter, not harder.
No, literally, look at all these people over here. She all kept all the good shit. She kept all the nice shit. Just gave her the basket all empty. I have another one.
What's your lure?
That my lure. I have another one. But don't come for me, eh? This one's oh, that one, yeah. This one's embarrassing a little bit.
What?
I'm a little embarrassed about it. But I'll tell you guys why I did it, okay? So after I got my very first BBL, okay? To begin with, I was very skinny when I got my BBL. Estaba bien pinche flaquita. So I already knew I wasn't going to get the biggest Kim Kardashian ass in the world. But I was like, anything is better than what I got now. But when I got out of surgery, I remember during that time, there was a big ass hype about me getting my BBL. But it was like, let me fucking see your results, you know? Because there wasn't a lot of people talking about it. But I was like, I don't give a fuck.
I know.
I talked about it, and everybody was like, let me see your ass. Let me see your ass. I remember when I, like, the first week, I was like, oh. Like, my butt was big, but it wasn't that big.
Yeah.
It still looked really nice and round. But if you've never had a BBL, it takes a while for your butt to fluffen up.
It's like hard.
Yeah, for it to like expand and get to its full final result potential. It's not like that right away. It's actually very, especially if you're skinny, you're getting a skinny BBL. It's tight and it's hard and it's like really
your
hard.
Skin also just stretched out to have all that like fat in there now.
Yeah.
So it's really like boom.
It's just like really, really hard, and it's not esponjadita at all. The way I like to think about it, it's like a very constricted sponge, and then with time it goes, and it just expands, and it's a beautiful thing.
It's like the sponge before you wet it.
Yeah, no, toda seca y apretada, literally.
Not seca. Imagine.
But I was really anxious because everybody was literally bugging me every single day after my surgery. Like, so no results, so no showing us. Like, hello, fucking show us. And what I did was, I think I posted a video, but I posted the video in the dark. I don't know if you remember.
It was on the street?
Yeah, the one that you helped me edit. With Travis Scott. And
I don't remember the video, but I remember what it looked like.
It's lit. That video, it did really, really good. But I filmed it with like a gray bodysuit, and I filmed it in the dark so that you couldn't really fully see
the
result, because I was so scared of people being like, that's it, you look the same. And I remember even telling Louie, like, bitch, I look the same. And Louie was like, no, the fuck you don't. Like, you definitely have a BBL. But I knew that it was going to take some time before it got to its full potential.
Yeah.
And I started posting pictures. After that video, I started posting pictures, but I was still face tuning my butt.
Oh.
And I was making it look bigger than it really was.
Because you wanted people to be like, oh, she got her body.
Yeah,
done.
like sickening, that's body. Yeah. And I was just face tuning, like, you know, contouring a little bit, adding a little bit more hips, a little bit more. And then also one of my butt cheeks was bigger than the other. And I was face tuning the shit out of like myself. Don't come for me, I promise. But it's because I was just so scared, because people are always, you know, talking shit. And I was so nervous of people telling me shit.
That it was too small.
It was too small, or that it looked like I didn't get anything done.
Yeah.
But then come like month 2, babe, it like fully got
And,
to
like,
its full
flexed up.
potential and it looks
Yeah.
really pretty. My swelling went down, so my waist was fucking tiny as
Yeah.
shit. And then I stopped face tuning. But the first like month, it was like trying to keep it a little low key.
Yeah, it's hard because like, no, not that it's hard. It's like annoying because right when you're out of surgery, your body's still really tight and everything feels like dura and it's not fluff. So like obviously everyone is like just as excited as everybody was to see it. That's how excited I was to see it. I remember when I got my butt done, luego cuando el tercer día, I had my hombre take a picture of my butt because I wanted to see what it looked like.
Yeah.
Man, I was so sad.
Yeah, me too. You're like, what the fuck?
I was like, I just got like ran over by like 30 machines so that I look like this. I was like so sad because like it looked almost, to me, it looked the same. And like everybody was like, oh my God, it looks like bigger.
Looks
but
so
like
cute.
to me, I was like, man. So I think it's porque you expect to get like the surgery and be like, and to like feel like a normal butt. But it just feels like little piedrita there.
Yeah.
And mine was also like a fucking skinny BBL. So like, it didn't really make a difference. But then down the road, I think it was like, I remember everybody would always like compliment me on my butt. So then
oh my God.
it's just, it has to like fluff and
It has
judge
to
up.
fluff. And I don't know if that's for every single case, but for sure, from what I've heard, it happens when you get like a skinny BBL, when you're like tinier. You know, you don't get the biggest results because obviously we don't get like the most amount of fat.
I think it just makes sense because your skin is not stretched. So then you stretch it so much that it's probably just like,
it's so tight.
yeah.
But I did get 2 BBLs. And,
Don't lie, you're on your 6th one.
Like, you know what I noticed, and I think it's bad.
You need an 8th one.
I think I'm addicted to plastic surgery.
Bitch.
No, but like I've been fiending for a surgery.
I
I promise, and it's really bad.
Like, what do you want?
I feel like it's because the last couple years, since I got my first BBL, almost every like year, every other year, I got something done.
I was gonna say, Yoatzi, like, I feel like you would think,
bitch.
no, you would think that you would look super like, because she's gotten a lot of things done, like when you've broken it down.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the heck? But I feel like you
still look like shit.
no, you haven't done it to the point where like you don't look like yourself.
Yeah, no,
Like-
I still for sure always want to look like me. For sure, the one thing I will not touch is my face. The only thing I did was fillers a long time ago, but they went away. And then I did do chin and jaw lipo and skin tightening and buckle fat.
Yeah, like you see all of those things. Like I forget you did that.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, I genuinely forget Yoatzi got like the lipopapada and your buckle fat.
Yeah.
And then I remember
Vasectomía.
there was a time where we were doing a lot of like filler, but not to put Yoatzi on blast, but you were doing a lot of filler.
Bitch.
Pero
And I had filler blindness at some point.
no, I feel like you never did because Yoatzi's metabolism was so. I feel like you had filler blindness in the way that you would get it so much. Pero
But it never looked crazy.
because her metabolism was so. I remember we would go to the appointments and the lady's like, ugh, like your body just fucking eats it up. Which
Yeah.
now, I mean, for you, you're probably just like, thank God. But like at the time, I remember like for example, she would get her lips done. They would look huge.
And
Y luego
they
para la
would fade.
semana, they were gone.
They were literally
And it
gone.
wasn't even like, oh my gosh, she's swollen. Now they're a little smaller. No, like I literally feel like your body was like,
I was like, great. But also what she told me, she's like, you drink water? And I was like, I don't. She's like, if you don't drink water, it just gets absorbed quicker into your system.
Oh,
You have to
shit.
be drinking water very often.
Yeah.
And I wasn't doing that. But yeah, I got my BBLs and then I got my chi-chis and everything. And right now, I think it's because I told myself that after I had my 3rd baby, I'm pretty certain it'll be my last baby. But I think, I know I want to get my boobies done again.
so
I feel
that's
like
a
I've been
set
fiending.
fact.
Yeah, just because I got them a little droopy. I mean, they look natural now after Ella because I did breastfeed her. But they did get droopy. And I like when they look a little bit more like perkier and just like nice and they sit really nice. And I'm going to breastfeed Bartholomew. So I'm like, babe, they're all going to get down to my knees. I'm going to have to like
Were
throw
you
it
wearing
over my
shorts?
shoulder.
You just see him like,
They're like, you got nuts?
Veo me.
Bitch.
Ya
So-
ves, porque no te esperas. That's why people wait to do mommy makeovers so they don't have to go 9 rounds like you.
I know, but I think I'm going to get my chichis done for the last final time. And I'm even thinking maybe considering a tummy tuck.
What? You don't even have like
a mini tummy tuck. Because I do have. I'll show you later, right? I'm pregnant, so I'm stretched to the full potential. I'm like super stretched, so you can't tell. But I have this like little pocket of fat that just didn't go away after I got my second BBL. And the doctor was like, oh, it's just like a little thing of loose skin because your skin stretched out.
No cierto.
Te lo voy a enseñar cuando
I've never seen that.
Ahorita estoy bien pinche hinchada. Yeah.
No, don't get a tummy tuck. I'll just sew it for you.
I'll do it.
Oh,
I think a little bit.
I think tummy tucks are so scary.
It's not, the tummy tuck's not a for sure though, because I mean, I was fine without it before, and the gym life helped a lot with it.
I think it's just for me. I feel like every time somebody's gonna get like a tummy tuck, I'm like, ay, pobrecitas, because I've heard of like how painful it is to be bent over, que no te puedes estirar, and then like, well, I am also really just like, me da escalofrío, like cuts.
Yeah.
So like seeing how like the cut is, and I'm just like, oh, I don't know, just everything about it, like.
Yeah.
I just feel like the girls who get it are like in so much pain for so long. So I'm like, pobrecitas. But I mean, it does give him that like flat tummy.
Yeah, I've always wanted that.
I know, Yoatzi. no, ya cálmate. Más vale que te pasives.
What other fake shit you got?
My house, my dogs. I'm like, honey's just a chihuahua, and I just put fur on her.
You glued little fur on her.
One by one, she has extensions.
You're like, we need to get her to this palm life.
For real. I'm like, let me get a fake one. No, I don't know if I have like a lot of them, but after going on like this whole like dive into like what people have done, there are some that I'm like, oh, I want that one.
You
like
want to do that?
Where I'm just like, why didn't I think of like doing that?
Same.
Or I don't know. Like, for example, there was one where this one, I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think. This is a conversation where I feel like it really is half and half. So there's like, for example, a piece of jewelry that I've been wanting, but I won't justify buying that piece of jewelry because the piece of jewelry itself, like the amount of gold that it has in it, is not worth the amount that they're selling it for.
It's more the marca.
Es el nombre, the brand.
Yeah.
So it's very known, and there's like some people who even speak about this, but it's very known for some people to get like a dupe. But this is where I say I don't know, and people feel half and half about it because I can see both sides. So there's people who are like, I'll just get a dupe, but not like a fake jewelry dupe. A dupe that's not from the brand, but it's
they can 100%, make it copy and paste,
but with full gold
and
full gold. So it technically is more gold, and you can customize your diamonds to be even bigger diamond, not bigger. Full diamond, whatever the fuck, however that works. So technically at the end, if you get that like jewelry bracelet made, it can be worth even more than the original because of like how you make it. But part of that also just doesn't feel right because at the end of the day, it's still a dupe. But then also it's costing you less, but it's almost like worth more than the real one.
I think it's just it matter at the end of the day. It matters whether you care about the experience.
No, I think it matters to like you.
Yeah, it's just preference. Like,
because like, for example, I have my Cartier bracelet. I'm not even wearing it right now, and that one I bought it, and it was like such a moment for me. And like it is like a little. I bought it for me when like I like moved to LA and I did a lot of things. It was a milestone
present for you.
Yeah, and like I every time I see it, I'm like, oh, like it's my milestone. Like I got it, and I've been wanting another one, but I just don't want to spend that much money on it. But then I'm like, I could get one made that's worth maybe even a little bit more, but will cost me less because I'm not paying for the name. But then I feel like, well, do I even have it? Do you know what I mean?
No, I totally get it. I get it.
At the end of the day, no importa cuánto vale, like at the end of the day, it's still a dupe.
Yeah.
So then that almost makes me feel like, but then.
Like it's a dupe.
But then you could also, I've seen people on the other and we're like, yeah, it's like not the one from the store, but I just not give my money for the name and just have it. and it's the same thing, but it's worth more.
No,
like,
literally.
So you see, I sit in the middle where like, I don't know. So that's why I just never bought the fucking bracelet, other one that I wanted. So I only have my one.
That.
Yeah, because I was just like, especially right now, I don't really care for jewelry like that. That I was like, I bought the Cartier bracelet because it meant something to me in that moment. But right now, I'm like, I don't really care for it.
You don't care, yeah.
But like, if I were to, I'm like, I don't know if I would just spend on it or just get a real fake dupe.
I think it honestly just depends on you.
Yeah,
how you're
like
gonna
the person, huh?
Because then what if you're like, oh wait, this is a dupe.
Yeah, you know. But it's just like, I can sabe. I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think, because
or what would you do?
Yeah, because technically it's not a dupe. Porque if it was something where like, say it's either the real full experience or I get one from like a little flea market that just looks like it, well, at that point I'm like, oh, man, it's hella fake.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like this one's made with the same materials, or it could be better. So I'm like, it's still a dupe, but then it's not, because it's also real. So I don't know. Let me know where you guys stand on that.
No. It gives me so much anxiety.
Yeah, so I'm like, but I wouldn't know where I would like stand in that sense.
Neither would I. That's why I just wouldn't buy it.
Yeah, no, that's why I literally didn't buy it. I was just like, this is too annoying. It's not that deep. So I was like,
too much math.
I don't need this shit. But yeah, it was crazy going into this little deep dive of.
And we exposed all the fake asses, including myself.
For no, literally fake asses.
Our fake asses.
We'll see if we can. We'll see. We have some of these pictures, and we can post them on like the PNS Instagram.
Yeah,
so
remind us, Meh.
Yeah, and if they're not on there, everyone go to Meh's Instagram and be like, Meh,
where's
the pics?
Yeah. His Instagram is the.jaras. Oh, no. He fucking changed it.
You changed your Instagram?
And the other day, he was like, look me up. And I couldn't find him.
I already can't find you as the Jaras. So what is it now?
It's the Alex Jaras. No?
Oh, it's not? It's Eat Me Out Jaras.
Oh, sorry. Now it's called It's Alex Jaras.
Oh, I like that one better.
He's all want us to plug him in.
I know. IT, no apostrophe S, ALEX.
Alex Jaras. He's like, while you're at it, can you Venmo 20?
No, but that'll be easier to find you, because I would forget that his last name was Jara. So when I would look for him, I was like, I would put Alex.
Yeah.
So I'm like, or when I search up my mom, I put mommy on Instagram.
I've done that too.
I always put mommy.
Or on when I search you up, I'll put brother, and I'm like, where the fuck? And I'm like, oh shit, Louie.
No, and I literally told my mom, like, can you change your Instagram to mommy? I'm tired of putting Karina Castro or whatever it is. Yeah, it makes it hard.
That's
but
funny. You should change it to mommy.
I know, everyone's like, hey mommy.
Hey mommy.
Well, thank you guys for listening to this week's episode and hearing us expose some of our things. This was a good little chisme. So I think we're actually going to change our podcast to a chisme page.
Yeah, I think so too. I agree.
We're like, I'm not pretty chisme.
Pretty and chisme.
Pretty and chismosas.
Every episode, we're just trying to change our name.
For real? How we're always changing it?
Yeah.
No, we're keeping pretty not
pretty
smart.
Pretty not smart forever.
It's iconico.
Iconico.
Thank you guys so much for listening, and let us know if you hate us in the comment section below after this episode. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.